Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Carlisle United Career Mode save. This is episode number 24 and the next one would be 25 obviously, but it would be a mini milestone for myself, the next episode, as we do hit the silver jubilee for the Carlisle United Career Mode save. And to start off today's episode, we have a few messages from our players, and three of them are the ones who stated that they want to leave the club ASAP, and it's a little demotivating, a little sad, because Arthur, I think particularly, was someone I was keen on keeping on for the next couple of seasons at least, provided that we do stay in League One and hopefully the Championship next season. And as we know, Nathan Thomas would be returning to his parent club at the end of the season when his loan ends, and Arthur would be able to take his spot in the left wing position. But Arthur is keen to move on from the club as he thinks that he is not getting the minutes that we promised him earlier in the first season when we renewed his contract, as well as Gary Liddell and Jamie David. Liddell, as we know, is one of the older centre backs that we have at the moment. I think he's about 32 years of age, and he's constantly decreasing in overall, and he's not exactly been performing in the centre back role, which is why we replaced him with Parks and also Freeman in the centre back role. So in terms of David hasn't really performed well whenever we started him, so I'm not too sad about those two players, but Arthur particularly a little disappointing. But moving on, when we get rid of the older players and the players that want to leave the team, we do have our youth scout recruiting hopefully good players, and for this time around we do pick up 3 players, as you all would have seen earlier. One would be from England, Peter Morgan, 66 overall, seems to be the brightest of the crop that we currently have in the scout list that was provided. £800,000 valuation. However, I'm not entirely sure if he would be having any sort of potential range or potential tags, for the matter of fact. And yeah, so hopefully hopefully he does turn out well for us. And in terms of the Korean pickups, we do have Min Sik Son, 61 overall, left back, looks decent. Hopefully he maintains the potential range, as you would have seen earlier, 65 to 94 overall, and as well as one player from Australia, George Watson, central attacking midfielder, 55 overall, needs a bit of training but also looks decent. Hopefully in the long run these players do provide the necessary skill set and also the drive for us to get promoted and also stable our ship as we go on with the series. And for today's episode we would have 4 games, and the first game of today's episode would be against Walsall, and we are playing our second team against Walsall for today's game. And very early on, Walsall mounted a significant amount of pressure against us in the first half at least, and it was all Walsall in the first half, to be honest, and it was quite hard to contain them. Luckily for us that Lewis Gray stepped up and saved us in the 11th minute. However, in the second half, our backup striker Pereira hits us into a 1-0 lead in the 56th minute, And to be honest, there wasn't much going on for the rest of the game, but we really should have gone 2-0 up if we could have completed this particular move. And look at that. What a pass attempt from Clark, our youth team product, the centre forward, trying a scorpion kick pass, which actually went through, but we couldn't finish the move. But we do win 1-0 at the end of the game. And after the game, I decided to promote a new player into the setup. Toby Turner from Australia, 60 overall. Once again, no potential tag whatsoever, but looks decent enough to provide the squad depth that we do need in the upcoming matches for the rest of the season. And for the second game of today's episode, we do play Northampton Town in the FA Cup fixture, the first game that we have for this season in the FA Cup. As we all know, we did go on quite far for the FA Cup last season. I think was up to the semi-final before we got thrashed at Wembley by Tottenham Hotspur 5-0. That was a very forgettable game, a very traumatic experience, not just for me but probably for the players and the fans as well. But maybe if we can try to recreate that success that we had in the FA Cup last season. Hopefully we can go further, and that would definitely encourage the players and the club as well to perform in domestic cup competitions. And it took us about the 70th or 75th minute to get the lead, as Northampton did put up a strong front against us despite us starting our strongest XI for the game. Oscar Mason with a wonderful goal hits the top of the crossbar and bounces into the back of the net, and we really should have gone 2-0 up, but once again hits the crossbar, but this time it does not go into the back of the net. But still, we win the game 1-0 at the end. Tough game, tough win, but we were the deserved winner at the end of the match. A wonderful goal from Oscar Mason to top off the performance from the boys in blue. But still, for the next game, we are not back into the league just yet. This time around, we have another domestic cup competition, the EFL Trophy, the trophy that I thought we would go much further last season, as we have a decent record in the competition, 6 times into the final and twice winners of the AFL Trophy before this. And we are in the area semi-final against Charlton. As if you guys know, the Checkatrade Trophy or the EFL Trophy is split into the North region and also the South region. So we are in the North region and we are playing against Charlton in the area semi-final. And once again, we put in the B team, the second string squad. And once again, for this game, it was a tough start for us, as we try not to concede very early on, as we have so often conceded very early on in this game. But we go through the storm and we get past everything, and we do take the lead in the second half. Once again, Brandon Clark coming up with the goals, coming up with the good, and this time it was a really simple finish, and it was a good cutback from Arthur. And it pains me to see Arthur leave, probably in the January transfer window. And yeah, he does give us does provide us the extra option on the left wing. His movement, even though he's not that much of a speedster, his movement and also his passing range and also his anticipation is very, very useful for us, as you would have seen there. A beautiful assist and the man of the match performance from Arthur. Yeah, I really hope you stay, but even if you leave, I hope that we can replace you adequately with our youth team members. But for the last game of the episode for today, it's Charlton once again, and this time it's in the League back to our strongest XI, trying out the 4-4-1-1 formation as we did last game against Charlton with the B team, but this time with the first team, and just trying out the formation as the usual formation, the 4-3-3 defensive formation that we always go for, isn't exactly giving us much cover, much defensive cover, if you'd like, and so hopefully the 4-4-1-1 is a lot better for us for the games, and so far it's proven to be decent, if not the best, as we do grind out the results so far. And for this game, Charlton also played lockdown defense, and it was really hard getting through their defensive setup, and they almost got through a couple of times, and whenever they got through they looked like they were scoring, except Colin, the goalkeeper of League 2, the best goalkeeper of League 2, denied them a couple of times. And this happened in the game as well. Tom Parks got a straight red, the first red card in the series, and to be honest, that was just me frustrated because I missed out on a pass, and it was a late challenge, a deserved red card. Maybe another referee would have given a yellow, but yeah, it was a deserved red card, and we had to switch the formation to a 3-5-1, and we're hopeful that we can weed out the storm. But right after that, yeah, tried to play out from the back again, but passing it straight to the Charlton striker, and fortune favoured us as they hit the crossbar and missed the chance to take the lead. However, we did start to get a bit more of action towards the end of the game, probably because of tiredness and whatnot, but we really should have taken the lead a couple of times through Ryan Brewster as well as Billy Gilmore. Gilmore shot saved earlier, and Brewster just couldn't sort out his feet towards the end of the game. But still, 1 point from the match. I'm not complaining too much, as we probably should have lost the game as we were one man down, but we fought, and we deserve the 1 point. But that's where we are going to end the episode for today, guys. I hope you guys liked the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, and if you did enjoy today's episode, please do drop a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.